Hello, how's it going everybody? It's me, Demos here, and today, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be covering the Helldivers 2 drama that just recently happened. It did get partly resolved, but not fully. There are still some issues on Sony's side. But I kind of want to first preference this by saying I am not a Sony hater, as some people will probably try to call me. I do have a PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 2. And yeah, I've played on mainly Nintendo and PlayStation consoles my whole life. And I kind of want to just hop into this video just because I wanted to cover it. And on top of that, the situation is still not fully resolved as of right now that I'm recording this. So let's go ahead and get into this. I will have some images that will go up, just showing some of the stuff that people have said talking about it. But let's get into this, shall we? So Helldivers 2 is a game that released about 3 months ago. I have actually been wanting to get it, just haven't had the time to play it, so I haven't really bought it just yet, and I might wait on getting it until all the issues are resolved around this game. The whole entire controversy started was because they started recently wanting people to make a PSN account to be able to play Helldivers. Not for like just crossplay or anything, no. If you want to play it at all, you need a Sony account. And this pissed off a lot of people because it wasn't there at the start, even though a lot of people saying that it was, and they took it out because some things were broken on it. But it's like, why release a game if you don't have a core feature that will eventually prevent you from playing the game not in it at the start? Why take it out? How about instead you wait to release the game once everything is ready to go? So that pissed off a lot of people. And then on top of that, there were 177 countries / territories. I kind of want to put that / territories in there because there was some confusion if it was 177 countries, which it wasn't. It was a little bit less than that. And they also included territories where you cannot create a PSN account, so therefore you would not be able to play the game. And with most VPNs, you could actually get banned by PlayStation or Sony for even trying to create an account using a VPN. So there are some workarounds, but not everybody's keen on doing those. And you shouldn't have to work that hard just to play a game that you purchased. And so this kind of went on and on, just people being pissed about it, people on Sony's side kind of defending it. And you know what? I'm going to be more on the side that you shouldn't have to do this 3 months after the game released. Even if it was supposed to be in there at the beginning, guess what? Sony, you dropped the ball on this. This was not an Arrowhead game issue because they do not own PlayStation servers. They do not own the service where people sign up to create an account. This was all on Sony's fault for being incompetent and not knowing how to run a website and not knowing how to have a mass influx of people come in and create an account on your site. I could understand if it was a small development team or an indie team that was having trouble with this. That would be 100% fine. But no, this is a multi-billion-dollar corporation. Get your fucking shit together, dude. Like, come on. There should be no excuse for why this wasn't working at the start of the game. 2, on top of that, this game, knowing full well that they were going to require PSN accounts, Sony sold this game in countries where you cannot create a PSN account on Steam. Some people try to play this off as Steam selling it, but no, Steam is just a store. It's up to the publishers, which was Sony, to dictate where this game could be sold. They did not do that. They failed to do so. So therefore, it's on Sony to actually get their shit straight. So then the next bit of news was that they pulled the game from all these countries, leaving people even less of a way to play the game if they ever did fix the situation. And guess what? Today, they did fix the situation. They're going to be rolling that back. But guess what? In all those countries and territories where you can't create a PlayStation account, the game is still pulled. So now that this issue is fixed, all these other countries cannot fucking play their game that they paid for. What the fuck, Sony? So, if I had a Twitter, I would be fucking adding them right now. This is fucking bullshit. You charged people what? I'm gonna check right now to see how much this game is. Hold up, I gotta do the age verification since it's on the browser, not through my Steam stuff. So let's go ahead and do this, shall we? And then I'll take a picture of this. $40. And then for a Super Citizen version, $60. Yes, it wasn't a full $60 game, but you still charged people $40 and then took the game away from them. Like, what the hell are you even doing, Sony? I will not buy this game until this game is re-released to all the countries that had it taken away from them. This is bullshit. You know what? I was honestly thinking about buying this game if it was cheap enough, both for my PlayStation and my PC. Just because, why not? I've owned multiple games on my consoles and PC before, so that's something that's not really uncertain or not really new to me, owning multiple copies of game. Hell, I even have 2 copies of Bloodborne, the regular edition and Game of the Year edition, just because I wanted another copy of Bloodborne. So that's kind of shit. I'll make sure to also have that up with all the countries that cannot play. Some of them include like Armenia, Afghanistan, a lot of the places in Africa, Philippines, just like a whole shit ton of places. United States minor outlying islands. So a lot of those territories that are included in this count are in the US as well. This is stupid, dude. So you knew you're probably going to have to fix this because there's going to be outrage over people either not wanting to create an account or the 177 countries and territories that can't create a PSN account. And then what do? You take the game away from those people, so they pay for a game, you fix the issue, and now they can still no longer play. That's kind of pissing me off. Like, even if they were able to get refunds and all that, some of them were probably holding on to the hope that they could just play the game. I know I would be, in a way, because I know companies could be very fickle, that they push something out and then get a bunch of backlash, and then they reverse those decisions. Remember with the original Xbox One, they did a bunch of bullshit that nobody liked, and then they backtracked on it. But yeah, it's like, come on, dude. Overall, to me, it was just a very stupid thing to do, and this should have been something that they should have either had the PSN account saying in at the start and completely handled at the start. Sony dropped the ball on allowing people to create PSN accounts at the start of the game, so they made it optional. And at that point, they should have just left it optional. It wasn't being enforced at the beginning. But yeah, I don't know. Sony dropped the ball on this one. I'm glad it was reversed, but they seriously need to get the game back into those countries so people could play what they spent money on. And hell, I'm even going to say this, that people who got refunds in those countries for being put into such a shit position, if they did refund the game, they should get the game for free, and anybody who kept the game should get a refund back and get to keep the game. That's my opinion, just because I think it would be fair and more pro-consumer rights than greedy corporate rights. But whatever. On top of that, something that I'll be making another video on, just because I don't want to make this video too long, is pretty much going over all the shitty companies that have shitty DRM practices. I feel like now that there's steam into people being upset over shitty DRM practices, we need to push forward on this stuff. We need to go after Ubisoft, EA, Microsoft, Activision, Konami, any company that has shitty DRM policies like this, or worse, shitty DRM practices or policies or whatever. But yeah, on top of that, on Steam, they did make a cool flag design for Helldivers to put in the negative reviews and then the positive review. Now that positive reviews are coming back, they could use that as a game or a flag design or whatever, cape design. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to wait on buying this game until they bring it back to all these countries and territories that were robbed from their experience of playing this game. We need to still hold Sony accountable. We need to hold companies like Activision, Microsoft, Epic Games, even Steam itself, because Steam does have some shitty DRM policies as well. We need now that the Steam has picked up on this, we need to go after all these companies. And that's just, sorry if I seem kind of heated in this. This whole entire situation pissed me off, but I kind of wanted to wait a tiny bit before making a video on it, just to see if it would get reversed quickly or not. If it didn't, then I would have made a video and then waited until they stopped doing, or till they reversed it. Then I would have made another video. But yeah, I hope you guys overall enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Have a wonderful day and peace.